Hello YouTube friends and family, Stephen from Small Adventures here. Today is the final on my entry for Keith's group build with GT cars. Link for his channel will be in the description. Stay tuned. So my friend Keith over at Keith's Models and RCs put on a group build using, started out was just going to be GT race cars. He did open it up to all race cars, any type of race car. But I wanted to stick with the theme, and it was an excuse to buy this kit. I built Tamiya's Ford Mustang GT4 kit. Now, I procrastinated because we were so busy. I actually just started on this last week. I built the white version. So I don't have a turntable, but I do have this paint table, so I will spin it around a little bit if you'll bear with me. This is a curbside kit. There is no drivetrain, no engine. Just a plate in there for you to see from up underneath and through the vents. The louvers vents on the hood, you can see through those. They're not just a piece of plastic. The kit went together really well. There were a lot of small, tedious parts for my old eyes to see. But I didn't have any fit issues whatsoever. I think it turned out pretty good myself. I used pretty much everything Tamiya on this. Tamiya. I used Tamiya glue. And obviously used some of their paint. This is a box stock build. It's just right out of the box. The only fault that I really have to it, I don't know if it's just mine or if it's the entire line of them. See the ride height on this side. Now look at the ride height on this side. It's slightly lower. Everything is in the holes and the pins in the front end. You know, it was assembled per instructions, and you can look underneath. You won't be able to see it on the camera. I've already tried. But the two pins that go into the two holes in the front bumper for the chassis are in the place where they're supposed to be, and there are two notches in the rear bumper on the inside for the rear of the chassis to sit into. Everything's in the notches and the holes like it's supposed to be. So I don't know if my chassis was warped or if the body was slightly warped. Chassis or, you know, one or the other. But it went together and all four wheels sit on the ground. It went together really well. You know, there were a few little tedious parts. So I had little trouble with parts like this one and these little vents in the hood. They're just really small. And I'm getting older. I didn't have any problems with the decals. I didn't need any decal setting solution or anything. Even for these carbon fiber decals here and here, they went on well. The carbon fiber decal on the wing went on well. I'll show you the underneath. No weathering or added detail or anything. It's just all right out of the box. I'm very happy with it. Of course, you know, it's typical Tamiya quality. Everything goes together well and turns out looking good in the end. Keith, my friend, I'm sorry it took me so long to get on this, as busy as we've been around here lately. But I really enjoyed this build, and I enjoyed seeing everybody else's builds. So I didn't make any videos while I was building it because it was I was rushing on it to get it done in time. So I will put some photos up at the end of this of the build process as it went. Like I said, I'm really happy with the kit. Wasn't anything in the instructions told you where to put all the decals. I'm sure you could Google this car up. This was the only picture on the box. It was on the side of the box that had the white version. But between pictures on the box art, it's fairly easy to figure out. I almost decided to not decal this because I thought it looked so good as a street car, but I'm glad I did. It looks much better as a race car. Anywho, Keith, I enjoyed this build. I definitely appreciate being able to participate, being welcome to it. I hope everybody's having a great week so far. Look for some videos coming up. I've got a mail call from a friend in Nevada, and my dad and I are going to be doing a buddy build together on my channel. Alrighty. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate every subscriber, every person that watches, gives it a like, thumbs up, comments, shares. You are greatly appreciated. Without you, there wouldn't be a channel, because the best thing about YouTube for me is the friendships I make. I mean, I really enjoy the friendship thing. But I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend when it gets here. We'll see you in the next video.
Hold up.
I love the show.